Hi, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on uncovering education, a data visualization story. Today, we're going to go and answer some couple of questions of insightful educational data, starting off with the first question, which is what happens when there are no more teachers? I'm going to hand over to my partner, David, to answer this question.
Thank you, Vo. So here you can see 6 different graphs of the average job postings for teachers per district for each region of the United States. So as you can see consistently, for years like 2021 and 2022, there are consistently higher average job postings per district for each region compared to years like 2018 or 2019. So here is a map of this trend. So here we see the percent change in the number of teacher openings from 2019 to 2022. So as you can see, for every region, the number of postings has increased, especially in the South, where you look at the number of postings has increased by over 40%. So another question we want to answer is, how does the teacher salary in the US change over time, particularly by state? I'm going to hand it off to my partner, Danny, to answer this.
This is the map of the United States average salary for the year 1969 to 1970. And please notice in the text box that it showed that the average teacher salary during this year was around 61K. As we go through the year, please keep in mind that the scale on the bottom left is constant, meaning that as we change the year, the scale will be the same. So let's take a look at how it does in the next decade end at 1979 to 1980. And as you can see, our teacher salary took a huge plummet, and this can be attributed to the 1973 to 1974 stock market crash. Now, there's one state I really want you to keep an eye on, which is Texas, which has an average salary of 51K. Now, let's compare this to the most recent year on our year dropdown. And as you can see, Texas salary only increased by 8K, while some of the other states increased dramatically. For example, California, Oregon, and Washington from 1979 to 1980. And our teacher salary average for the nation is around 62.8K. If you want to take a look at what Hawaii is, the average salary of Hawaii, all you gotta do is drag. And if you want to take a look at Alaska, drag, or you can zoom out. And there we go, we see Alaska. Next. Next, we want to answer the question, what does education equality look like in Dallas? And here I will pass it on to my friend, Vo.
Thank you, Danny. In education, the biggest buzzword is equity. And today, I'm not going to tell you what it means, but rather outline my map or tableau of the Dallas school districts, show you what equity in Dallas looks like in terms of education. Let's first go ahead and look at the full mapping. Okay, the title of my tableau is Dallas school districts and TEA grades. TEA grades are overall rating for the school district, which is based on performance metrics in the school and as well as in the school district. So let's go ahead. Let's start off with the empty slate and start with the lowest rating school, which was Cedar Hill. Starting off, Cedar Hill is located southwest of Dallas. And if you look here, I have the name of the school district, the average rating, which is about the 70. This is the lowest in Texas, as well as the average income in that zip code. And on the tooltip, you'll see the demographical data such as percentage of Asians, percentage of Black, percentage of Hispanics, whites, and so forth. So looking at here, this is Cedar Hill. Going on to the district next to it, DeSoto. You see the similar data in terms of school district rating and average income. You see that average income is lower, but the school rating is to an 83. Now, if you compare the demographical data, you see some slight differences. Now we're going to compare it to the biggest district in North Texas, which is Dallas. Now, Dallas makes up majority population of the school districts. So you see here on the map, encompasses multiple zip codes with different incomes, but the overall rating is 86. Next thing you notice is that the lower income of 4250K is located on the west side and it's also on the south side. So majority of the poverty or the lower end income are going to come from the west and south side. Now, interesting fact, there's a big blank right here. That big blank is actually a school district called Highland Park ISD, which is rated the highest in North Texas with a 98. And the average income in the zip code is 169K. Now, another district that's behind Highland Park in terms of rating is Wiley with a 96 rating. And also the average income is 114K. And I'm going to show you where I live currently, which is Allen, which is right next to Wiley. And that has a good overall rating with 94, 110K average income. And so I'm gonna go ahead and post out the northern districts to see any similar data sets. So I'm gonna go ahead and map out Plano, Richardson, as well as Frisco ISD. And I want you to take a look at the demographical data from each school district as high rating and high average income. Now, go south. I want you to check out the demographic data as well. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the full data. And you see that there is a major equity going on here within each school district. So hopefully today that can answer your question of what is equity in Dallas. And if you have any more questions, you can ask me at the end. Now, the next big question is, has college enrollment changed over the years? My friend Mohammed is going to answer this.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for our presentation. And I'm going to give a very short answer. Yes, college enrollment has dropped over the years. And it has dropped significantly since 1970 till present 2023. If one can observe the maps of the United States, you can see the blue or slightly blue colors indicate the college enrollment has gone up, while the orange and darker orange colors indicate that college enrollment has slightly gone down. And this correlates with my previous partner's assumptions and presentations and visualizations of the data, how teacher salary, job postings, inequality, all that has affected college enrollments. And so if we can go to the next slide, please. Then you can see throughout the numbers from 1970 to 2000, there's a stark increase in college enrollment, but you can see there's a steady decline from 2017 to 2022. And these attributes can be correlated directly to salaries, job postings, quality, and whatnot. So if we can go to the next slide, please, we can see more of a linear graph. And you're gonna get this grants a better visualization of college enrollment in the United States. If we can select any random state, particularly Arizona, we can just do Arizona. You can see a place like Arizona has starkly declined in secondary enrollment. And as the graph shows, like 25% of those eligible do not enroll in post-high school education. But if we can see a place like our home state of Texas, sorry, you can see a place like Texas that has starkly gone up consistently. When I say compared to the other states, and this can be a rare factor with the job postings being moved to the state, as well as potentially maybe our inequality isn't as bad as compared to other major cities. And so that would be all for the state of Texas. Thank you, and we will take any questions from the audience.
Thank you, guys.